Okay guys, let's continue with this question. It says next number greater than e and b and divisible by b. You are given two numbers a and b. Create a function that returns the next number greater than a and b and divisible by b. Okay, let me just copy this example and return to my question. First, let me delete all of these. Then again, what I need to do, I need to create an a and b number set. So I'm just gonna write those down. What was my example? Okay, 17 for the a and 8 for the b, I guess. Okay. These values can be changed, don't worry about it. So I'm just gonna write again console write line and call my method in this. What was my sum? I'm gonna send my a and b to my sum method. Then I'm gonna write console write read line, and we are done with our main part. So I just need to create int a and b here also. Now what I need to do, I need to send the variable that's bigger than a and b and can be divisible by 8. So it's going to be bigger than a and b and divisible by 8. Okay. So to do that, I need to create an integer, right? So let's just say integer num, and actually we can assign this value to what? To a plus 1. Why is that? Because it needs to be bigger than a plus 1. So while we check in all of the divisible by b arguments, we don't need to check for smaller than a number. So if I just write a plus 1, I start checking divisible by 8 from a plus 1. So we concluded our first argument, which is that it's bigger than a and b. That's done. So what I need to do, I need to check if it's divisible by b. How am I going to do that? Let's just create a loop first and say while num is bigger than a, so we get an infinite loop here, and I can just write an if argument inside that, and if it is divisible by 8, it just breaks. If it's not, I can just increase my num here. So let me just do that. Let's say num remainder by b, if it is equals to 0, break. So it breaks out of the loop. Then again, if it's not, increase my num so I can check it again. Then what I need to do, I just need to return the num back. Okay, let's start our program here. We should be getting 24, I guess. We are waiting a little bit. Yes, and as you can see, we are getting the 24 value here. Let's check for the other examples. Let's just write those here. Okay, let's change it to 98 and 3. Check it again. As you can see, we are getting the 99 value. Then let's write 14 and 11. And as you can see, we need to get 22. And our result is 22, guys. Okay, now let's move on to our next question. Okay, now for this question, it says eliminate odd numbers within an array. Create a function that takes an array of numbers and returns only the even values. Okay, so we are just going to return the even values. Let me just copy this example and delete these leftovers, of course. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are just going to create an array and put our examples in there. Let me just copy and paste this. Okay, now also what are we going to create again? We are going to create another array. Why is that? Because we are going to return an array from here. So I'm just going to create an fake array and call my function, call my method, I'm sorry. Let's just say sum again here. What are we going to send to our method? We are going to send array. Okay, and let's just say int array here also. And what I also need to do, we need to print that fake array, right? So we can just use for each for that, and write fake array in here and print out those arrays. Also write actually, let me write curly bracket 0, then item. Okay, let's write console readline, and we are done with our main method here. Now, also, what I need to do here, I need to first count my odd numbers in my arrays, right? So I need to create a variable named odd. Then also I need to do what? I can just create an counter, right? For the counting my values inside those, like for int I. So I need to do counter also. So I'm just gonna create those int odd 0, int, let's just say counter 0. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for the every item inside those array like this for each loop. Then I'm just gonna count my odd numbers. So let me just create for each loop again and look inside this array. Then I'm going to do what? If this item inside those array is divisible by 2, what are we going to do? Actually, if it's not divisible by 2, because we are looking for the odd ones, what are we going to do? We are going to increase my odd here. So let me just write that down. Item, if it's not divisible by 2, increase my odd here. Okay, now what are we doing here? We are looking for the odds inside of my array. Basically we are doing that, and we are increasing the odd number at the same time. Now what I need to do, I need to create another array, right? Why is that? Because I need to put those numbers into another array like this one. So I'm just going to create again a fake int array. Now what needs to be the length of this fake array? It should be, first of all, it needs to be the same length array as this, right? So I'm just going to write that down. So it needs to be the same with this array, but same with what? We are not looking for the, be careful. So we need to subtract those numbers in this length array. So basically, what are we going to do? If we just write minus odd, we can get the number of events inside of my array here, right? Because be careful, we need to print out the events. So I'm counting my odds here. We are subtracting those odds from this array's length, so we can get the new length value. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign those odds inside of my fake array here. To do that, again, I need to create an for each loop. For each loop, now I need to look inside my array again, and now if my item is divisible by 2, I'm gonna add that item inside of this fake array. Let's write it like this and say now this counter comes into work. Again, fake arrays counter position assigning to this item. Then again, what I need to do, I need to increase my counter. Increase the counter. And now I assigned all of my events into this fake array. Assigning events to my fake array. Then what I need to do for the last part, I need to send my fake array. And now it should be working perfectly. Let's start this again. And as you can see, what are we getting? We are getting 2, 4, 6 and 8. Let's add 9 and 10. 9 and 10. And start again. And as you can see, the 9 didn't show up, but the 10 did, guys. Okay, now let's move on to our next question. Okay, for this question, smaller string number, create a function that returns the smaller number. Okay, so we are returning the smaller number, but they are in string form, I guess. Yes, and we are returning the string value also. Okay, let me just copy this. Then come here again. Delete all of these. And create what? I need to create 2 string variables. Why is that? Because I need to assign these values to that string number. So num1 equals 22. Then again num2 equals what? 44. Then I need to create what? I need to create a string number here, string min actually, and let's just assign that to what? Let's just call my method from here. This is also string. Let's just say min and send my num1 and num to that min method. Then I need to do what? I need to write that min. Okay, we are done with our main method here. Now let's just change all of these to string num1 and again string num2. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to first create two integer values here, integer variables here. Why is that? Because I need to convert these to integers. So we are going to create two int variables. So let's just say int fake num1 equals to what? Converted value of to int of this num1. So basically I'm just gonna copy this again and paste it, change it to num2 and num2. So now what do I have? I have two integer numbers in my hand. So basically I can just create another variable here like the string min and assign it to minimum of this number. So which number is the minimum of those numbers? I'm gonna assign it to that. I can do it with mathmin easily. So let me just create string min again in here. Then of course first I need to do what? Find these minimum numbers. So I can just write mathmin, assign it to fake num1 and fake num2. So this is going to give me the minimum values from these two variables. Then I need to do what? I need to convert this value, because this value is an integer, I need to convert this to string value. How can I do that? I can just write convert to string. Then open and close parentheses, and basically we are done. I just need to return that min. Okay, let's execute our program now. And as you can see, we are getting that 22 value here. Let's change it to 55 so we can get our 44 here. And as you can see, we are getting the value of 44, guys. Now, let's move on to our next question. Okay, how many vowels? Create a function that takes a string and returns the number count of vowels contained within it. Okay, so we are just counting the vowels, okay? So let me just copy this, and I, O, U are considered vowels. Okay, it's also giving me that information as well. Now, let me just delete all of these and write string word and assign it to this example right there. Then I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna create an integer variable in here. Why? Because we are counting to vowels here. So I'm just gonna write int vowels, then assign it to what? I can just call my method here actually. So let's just say this is going to return int, let's just say word here, and delete all of these, and word send my what? Word string word again. Okay, what did we just do? We created a method here, word method. We created our word example. Basically we are just going to send this example. Then we created our vowels integer variable. We are counting the vowels here. Then we are calling our method. Now we are going to do what? First I need to write that vowels down. Vowels. Okay, now we are done with our main method. So what I need to do is that I need to first create a string and assign that string to my vowels value. So basically these ones. I'm just going to copy all of these. And actually I wrote that wrong. Okay, this is better. Now I'm gonna do what? String vowels equals to what? Equals to these characters. Now what I'm gonna do, first I need to check each character of my word string here, right? Why is that? Because I'm looking for if it's a vowels character or not. I'm counting the vowels in this string. So I need to create a char array for that. Char array, and write what my words, and of course I need to change it to char array. Now what I've just done, I just created a char array and assigned this word string to it, and of course I need to change it to char array. Now what I need to do, I need to create another char array, right? Why is that? Because I'm looking for this string here, I'm looking for the string characters, if it's a vowels or not. Then I need to compare it from these characters, right? So I need to change this to again a char array. Then I need to compare this to char array so I can get my vowels. So I'm just gonna write char array 2 and return this string to char array. So basically vowels to char array. Now, of course I need to delete the space. Now what I need to do, I need to create a counter as well. So basically I'm counting my vowels in this string char array. Int count and assign it to 0. Now I need to do what? I need to of course create a loop, and actually I need to create a bubble sort. Basically I need to create a loop inside of a loop, because I need to check, I need to start from A and check if this character is A or this or this. So I need to start with A and check all of these characters. I need to start with E and check all of these characters, or the other way around, it doesn't matter actually. So I'm just gonna do that. Let's just create a for each variable and change this to char array so I can look for every item inside of these, every character. Then again I need to create a for loop and do what, and create my int I if I smaller than this arrays or this strings, basically this strings length. I need to assign this what, I need to assign this my vowels what length. Why is that? Because we are starting with char array, so we are getting this string variable in the first loop, so I need to get second strings length in my second loop. If we change these positions around, so if I just write char array 2, I need to look for my first char array 1's length array, or basically this word's length array. It doesn't matter, they have the same length. So basically I'm just gonna do what? I'm just gonna check for this length, and of course I need to increase my I. Then again I need to write my argument if my item in here, so basically the character in here, if it's equals to my char2's character, so basically I in here, I'm going to do what? I'm going to increase my counter. Let's do that. Item char array 2's I, increase my counter. So basically I did what? I check for the character if it is a vowel or not. Vowel or not. Basically I am checking that. If it is, I am increasing my vowel counter. Then I need to do what? I need to return that counter. And I'm printing that counter here. So let's start. What is the result that I'm gonna get? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I should be getting the result of 5. And as you can see, we are getting the 5. Let me change this example. Let's say Ahmed, I need to get 2. Now, pay attention here. Now, if I change this to A, capital A, I have to get what? I have to first get 2, right? Because I have 2 vowels. But, what is the result that I'm gonna get now? I'm gonna get 1, guys. Why is that? Because my capital A, because I have a capital A, sorry about that. I have a capital A and this vowels doesn't have a capital A in it. So we are not checking for the capital vowels. So actually, let's just include that. Let's add the capitals of those and U. Okay. Now let's start my program again. And as you can see, now I'm getting my 2 variable, 2 result here, guys. And with that, we came to end of our question solving session, guys. And of course for the easy part, now we are just going to move on to our medium level question solving part, guys. And for today, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next C# lesson. Goodbye.